This next video is a little bit concerning to me for what it represents. It's a forward range. Ukraine has started a mobilization. I don't know how long ago. Men are picked off the streets. Places like Zhytomyr, Rivne, Lviv, all over the country. Men are being sized up and they're being served their papers. One of my friends who works with Ignat, a volunteer, he was home visiting family in Kiev, a Donbas volunteer. He was served such papers outside of a subway station. Ukraine doesn't have enough men. Everybody who wanted to join, joined a long time ago. But that's not enough. So now they need more. And I don't disagree with this, not one bit. The problem is the equipment. You know, it's not the summer, it's not the autumn. It's like in the beginning of the war in March, when we all got issued Soviet armored plates. That's the type of equipment they're getting all over again with the new mobilization. Our goal, to train them with tactical medicine, to train them what they need to know as quick as they need to know it to get to the next point of care. All the clothing you see given out at the end of the video, that was donated by Blue Gulabillen from Sweden. 2 loads we've received. It's the largest amount of clothing for soldiers I've ever seen personally, handed to me, Rebecca. It's my goal that organizations such as them, Ukraine Aid Ops, for example, that they would go to these forward ranges, make a relationship with the range commander, and that they could provide for those soldiers newly mobilized. It's my understanding, and it's no different than how I operate with your money, all the relationships built to give out the supplies are with one soldier, which leads to a squad. How good would it be if we had those relationships for all the organizations that they can go directly to the forward ranges, save a lot of miles, but go to a specific destination and equip 100 soldiers at a time.
Это турникет? Да. Плюс. Да я сразу схов робочий. Good. Добре, привет. Как дела?
Все добре.
2 турникет. Плюс.
4.
4.
4. Дай мені.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Український кабаса.
Ще треба буде. Сьогодні замовлю.
Піде маленький, український кабаса. You need 5, сука, блєд.
So these are not as bad as the other knockoffs.
Mm-hmm.
They're just still knockoffs. But I'll take them over the other ones. We should put them to the test.
Better than the Polish ones.
Yeah. I say these guys are tired. Maybe some of them can sit down on the mats.
It's a warm day, you don't want them falling asleep.
It's cat. It's good.
1 minute, броники. Все, которые...
Pull it over more. Down. There. Now you have leverage.
Нормально.
Нормально? 1. Minimum.
4.
Maybe. And he says, сука, блядь. Plus. Да, хорошо. Нормально.
Сука, да нахуй, снимай его.
It's my patient. I tell medic coming. Okay, this gentleman had a left upper arm injury. I applied the tourniquet. That's the only injuries I see. I
Shrapnel
think.
down.
Yes, shrapnel.
Do lever. Da.
He's
Tourniquet.
talking to me. Tourniquet 2:30 p.m. Okay, go. Let's make this spicy.
Okay.
Okay, I trista.
Are you okay? First thing I'm checking for is blood. Obvious blood. This is a chest seal.
Oh, you guys are in for a fucking show.
You're in for a fucking show, all right. Okay, let me check your airways. All right, she's stabilized for now. Like in 20 minutes, he started dying. He died, but nobody talked. Nobody checked this. The tourniquet, at least 1 hand higher, okay? Just this one stupid fucking thing, it saves more lives than anything in the war. If you're wearing Gore-Tex, rain gear, Gore-Tex, you don't see the blood. You don't see, so always go higher, okay? So you're going Avdiivka direction. Do Avdiivka plus minus. Okay. You look at the karta, the map, Orliivka, for example. Many guys are dying, but there's no Pidera.
But it's Peter's artillery.
Peter's artillery, but in the blindage, there's guys shooting. So one guy is helping one guy. In Orliivka, this happens every day. 2 guys, 3 guys can help one guy.
Да, можна не самому помагати.
When we have a triste, we have to think about more rocket. But if you are risking, I am risking my life, but I just want to get the tourniquet, and then drag you down to the, and then we continue. The medicine starts after the fighting stops. I know if he bleeds, he's gonna die. But I can stop the bleed and then fucking davai. But I have to stop the bleed. I have to stop the bleed. Because we're gonna deal with the breathing next, so have a cigarette. I used to think that I had to be Azov. I had to be like you guys, bad motherfucker. Philosophy. When I come here and I join medical battalion, I was like, oh, it's not a soldier. I'm not killing Peter.
Коли він приїхав сюди, він
Well, when I tell the girls I'm medic, the girls get more horny when you talk about saving Ukrainians than killing Peter.
Да, коли він сказав своїм тьолочкам, що він спасає життя українських солдат, то вони подтекли від цього більше.
Da.
Вбиває Пітер.
At the end of the day, I rather fuck than fight.
Коротше, не трахать і вбивати.
Da?
Професіонал.
And also, I can show all the good-looking girls in Kiev on my Instagram.
Коротше, потім в інстаграмі покаже, як тьолочки в Києві виглядять.
Канадський волонтер, героя України. Da. Say 200-300 meters. If you can take the guy somewhere safer, do that first. If you want to learn,
Хто хоче,
come close.
да, ідіть поближче станьте, хто хоче побачити, як це все працює.
The tourniquet, it has already been applied here,
Турнікети
here. But we need to check the rest of the body for blood.
Але на наявність
How you
кровотечі.
doing, buddy?
You seen the blood on my arms? It was obvious. You could see it.
Cut.
Да, ріжем.
But what about inside my clothing? You don't see the blood.
На руках і на ногах ми можемо побачити п'ятна.
The body for blood.
Все тіло перевіряємо на тілі.
Тут.
There's a hole. But how you do this? Even a big fat vulva, it's hard. Even a skinny guy, the skin, so there's a hole, and then the skin goes, so it just goes, whoop. I'm a fat guy. I'm like a fucking, so it's
You're
so
a fat
easy.
guy?
It just goes, plus minus. Nej fat amerikanski, men fat,
Канадський.
yeah,
Fat Canadian guy.
yeah, plus. Okay, so
Feeling okay. So I see he's whole here.
one
Вона
hole.
бачить дирку там.
Yeah. Chest seal.
Оклюзивна наліпка.
You can talk. Okay. Maybe some blood here.
A little bit of blood.
Wipe.
Take a cloth.
Убираємо кров.
Take my clothing, whatever.
Да,
Maybe
можна
my
одежу,
sleeve.
чим хочеш.
Yeah.
Убираємо кров, щоб максимально...
It looks disgusting.
It's
It looks
melting
like
in the sun.
it's disgusting. Over the hole.
Огидно все це виглядить, там, блядь, кров, всяка хуйня. Ми не обращаємо внимання, ми просто допомагаємо побратимам.
Hairy chest.
Just a second. So what is happening to your body? They call it pneumothorax. Okay.
Пневмотор.
Okay.
Що відбувається, коли пневмотор?
Yeah. But it's like chut. It's very slow. The air is coming in here, but it's not your lung. It's not. This is putting pressure on the lung.
Воно
Turns into another process where it starts to push on the heart.
Потім, коли воно стухає,
Presses the lung shrinks,
More pressure,
pushes the heart.
more pressure.
Maybe you see trachea start to move.
Like 40 minute, like after the
легко
bandage.
стухає, значить
It goes in, maybe it comes out. What comes in? What about the backside?
протерти треба, не забудь.
Молодець, молодець.
Его же футболка.
Nice and calm. I'm
Спокійно,
not.
спокійно, не
This
спіши.
takes time. 20 minutes. 10 minutes. Cool, calm.
Да, да,
Plus, 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 plus.
да.
What you've just done has. He will live. He will live.
Да, а ви
Bandage,
Бандаж?
because I can't put tourniquet. No tourniquet.
Ні, ну понятно, що не турнікет, ну просто шия.
The neck. Funny thing about the neck. Even if it doesn't need a tourniquet will fix it. You know.
Ну, на нозі, да, на нозі турнікет все і справить.
But with the neck, we don't have this.
А на шиї такого немає можливості.
Ну, як нам показували, якщо на шиї.
Тихо.
Remember to keep my clothes on because the cold, the blood. So when this is done,
Зробили, уділи його, щоб йому було не холодно. Максимально.
I hold.
Вона держить.
I will hold his
Вона буде держати.
guys.
Пускай.
one here,
Я держу.
pressure.
Ага.
Тисни.
You can take my hand maybe.
Може,
І голову треба держати голову.
Plus, raise me up. Nice,
Now
nice.
you have.
And make sure I'm putting pressure.
I would grab yes. If you have another
Я буря.
pressing, maybe. But I'm looking. It's still bleeding. It's still big blood. Maybe I need another one.
дивися, чи там кров, опять кровить. Може ще один тур треба бандаж. Дрим став.
Now I'm watching. 3 minutes. I'm looking again. Okay.
3 минути вона наблюдає.
When two people are working, maybe one guy is checking the tourniquet again. He's looking at the leg.
Коли
Maybe
працює
someone
дві
bring
людини, один
blankets.
може перевірити турнікети.
So they're gonna be okay. If they want to smoke, say буде хорошо. When
Якщо
he-
боєць хоче курити, то все буде хорошо.
When he is awake and conscious and he does not want to smoke,
It's bad.
yeah.
Якщо роздуплився і не хоче курити, то це вже хуйовень.
Okay, get me out of this fucking thing. Давай, help me. Я не пристину.
Знімай.
Israeli bandage inside their аптечка.
Ізраїльський бандаж в аптечці є у кожного.
And how it works, it applies, it's not like a normal bandage. You can apply extra pressure directly to the wound.
Він працює.
Давай.
Yes, sir. Commander.
Трiste. Shut up, bitch. Женщина американская, класс. Okay. She's breathing. Okay.
Леха!
I need you. You, she got a hole.
В неї там поранення, дирка.
We've stopped the bleeding with the tourniquet.
Ми остановили турнікетом, but
But if it's still a very big hole,
все одно там здорова дирка і воно
Blood.
остаточна кров то виходить.
I'm gonna fill the hole. And say the hole's there, I'm gonna fill it like this,
І пішов
this,
тампонірувати.
like this, like this.
Тампонірує,
Yes,
тампонірує.
yes.
He told me to shut up.
Yeah, shut up. Shut up.
I don't make noise anymore.
Говориш, заткнись.
Yes.
Да.
3 minutes. We talked about the blood, the chemical, the hemostatic. This is the pressure point.
Це точка давлення.
Maybe I get a guy to
Та
hold the leg.
пластмаска, не робіть одолження. Закончить думати про сіськи.
Now,
Можна було це не просто.
with this bandage, I will wrap it around once.
Перший раз делай оборот.
Увага!
Увага.
And then I will go the opposite way.
І йде в обратну сторону.
Da. So it can create more pressure.
Так создаємо більше давлення на рану.
Quite often with the neck, I want to very quickly, I want to wipe it. So I know what I'm dealing with. that's when things like hemostatic gauze, something giving you trouble, like the leg, 3
Look at
minutes,
it.
3 minutes, 4 minutes, pressure.
Давлення.
I learned personally, like in Solidar, from September, October, November, when we were getting a triste, like this, it was just bring them to the hospital fast. But there was no work, no work.
Да. А потім уже
So remember, always talk to them.
завжди спілкуйтеся з пораненим.
Як вас звати, как дела, как зовут, fucking... Да.
Да. Постійно держимо контакт з ним.
Last thing, in principle, we need to keep her warm.
Останнє, це треба її зігріти.
No, fucking no. Gold on the outside. This draws the heat. This will push the heat away.
Wrap me.
Да?
Yeah, I need to have it tucked. Yes. Da.
And in principle, that's all it is. Because, like I said with the blood, when you have a nosebleed, if the body is cold, it will not stop. It will not stop blood on its own. So
Якщо велика крововтрата, то опять же, більше крові втрачаєш, холодніше стає. Холодніше стає,
She's better, красивий,
кров
красивий.
розріджується і швидше уходить.
Okay.
Це взаємозв'язок.
Are you better now?
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I'm
Huh.
Da.
Okay.
No. I'm Trista. If you want bandage,
You get to practice on a woman.
yeah, everybody will want to practice. Da.
Що можете
Тріста.
попрактикуватися на жінки. Да.
Da. No tourniquet, just pressure dressing, and definitely no chest seals.
Because after Rebecca leaves, I only know one woman in your brigade, and she's old enough to be your babushka.
Це наша Наташа.
So if you want one last chance to touch a woman, будь ласка.
Якщо хочете потрогати жінку, пожалуйста.
Because the next one you're going to touch is this guy.
Okay, no. Under.
Евакуація.
So the medic is saying, yes, this is Rebecca. The documente too. I have applied a chest seal here.
Говориш медику, я наложив турнікет, я
I is understanding what I am saying.
пересвідчився в тому, що той чувак...
All for Ukraine.
Help me. There you go.
Подержи.
Да. Yeah.
Постійно провіряєш, чи
Even-
нема крові.
Even if it's been 10 minutes, I always come back and check.
Якщо
and check
навіть
and check.
10 минут, все
3
одно
минути
вернувся,
плюс-мінус.
провірив, чи
Yeah,
нема
and then you
крові,
can
не
look.
пішла.
And you'll see groove. Oh, again.
So I don't. No.
Ні.
I'm with Trista. I am checked Trista. I am asking. They're coming. Someone on radio. They're coming. Okay, that's okay.
Med magazine, telephone,
Okay. And you
tourniquet.
can ask someone else. Hey, maybe you hold foot, so you make this
Ти
easy.
можеш попросити когось, поможи, братан.
Yeah. Ask for help if you need.
Два. Groove, pressure. Necro, plus. Okay? Да, напомню.
Все, ти перевіряєш.
Good. This is a deep wound. Fuck. Maybe when I'm done with this and I'm holding pressure, maybe I can put this on top too.
Потом вторым этим
Да,
прикрепишь, где
extra.
там переводчик?
Extra.
Вот там
Yeah, because for ambulance, maybe bumpy ride. And now it's bleeding again. You понял?
понял.
Okay. The thing I like about these gauzes is if I have wound here or here or here or here, I cannot put tourniquet in my fucking armpit, right?
Там, де не можна...
But I can pack it with gauze.
Понятно? Туди, де
So
не...
if I have hole here, or hole here, I can pack this with gauze.
All here. All here.
100%. You know how many tristas I see have holes here, and I cannot make tourniquet. I must pack the wound.
Понятно? Туди. He's a gunner senator.
The senator?
Senator and rifle gun.
No, you and medic.
And medic.
good medic.
Красиві, красиві.
Знаєш, наука чуть-чуть моталась.
Це буде хорошо, кішка. I'm gonna show you a little trick with this. Dre і Dre.
3-3, стаємо.
It's not Rebecca, it's fucking Boba.
Да, стаємо, ще третій, хто?
Okay?
На цю сторону.
3, 2.
Ногами вперед.
Хлопці, куди ви її понесли?
Підняли футбол.
4-300. Давай, давай.
Є, ранення, клей.
Надо брать эту хуйню. Сань, иди принеси хуйню.
Спіши, не спіши, акуратненько,
I make
быстро
sure he has no
клац
weapon.
і розгладь.
Because if he is
Хорошо розгладив, хорошо наклеїв.
Надо. No man.
Подимаємо,
So we have the
подимаємо.
one hole, there we go. Let's get his clothes back on, zip, zip,
О,
zip.
якщо нема, значить
Get
не
his clothes.
сквозне.
Забирає.
Ставишь туда. Вот так? Да, туда же ложишь, наверх налажишь, да. Дополнительно.
Да. До бордель, до бордель. Okay. So, I am the medic, the ambulance. Tell me what is wrong with him.
Расскажите ему, что со мной.
We stop the bleeding in the leg. Ми зупинили кров на
Окей.
нозі, наклеїли еклюзивну
He's
наліпку,
inclusive, plus.
2 руки перемотані,
Да.
плюс бандаж і там понада.
Окей. Бригада, рота, бум-бум, бум-бум.
Другий стрілецький батальйон, 53-я бригада, 5-та рота.
А Корчинський батальйон. Да, окей. I have sword off and I have
These have XXL. XXL.
Це XXL, XXL.
Yes, XXL. XXL.
for the team. We only have one generator, so you guys. It's not lost upon me. Many people who support Ukraine, whether it be through YouTube, NAFO Army, organizations like Blue Gula Billen in Sweden. I have quite a few followers now. I've been stopped in the street in Stockholm 3 times by people who recognize me. One, a lovely babushka, a Swedish babushka, a mormor. We're going to have coffee today with masa, and I think that'll be very nice. Yesterday, walking around in the city, I met a man named Neil who stopped me. He appreciates the content, the realness. He was on his way to a meeting with a special school. His daughter has autism and she's been out of school for a couple of years, and obviously he loves his daughter very much. I just say that to acknowledge everybody has a life outside of the war effort. Blue Gula Billen, for example, I had a webinar with them last night. They've sent over 200 vehicles to the armed forces of Ukraine. Many of their members, they sacrifice their time, whether it be 5 hours or 50 hours a week. And every one of them has given something. They have families, they have jobs, they have lives, and every one of them has had to give something up for all their war efforts. It's very important to acknowledge, and I want to thank all of you as well, the people who have the empathy to support what I believe to be the world's greatest crisis, something that's not directly in your surroundings. It requires great amount of empathy. But I want to thank you all. On Sunday at 12 o'clock, Norrmalmstorg in Stockholm, I will be speaking at the Ukraine rally. Every week, they're blessed with no less than a few hundred people who come to support, regardless of the weather. And I hope if you're from Stockholm or you can get there, you'll please come. It'll be my birthday. It would be a great present to me if you just keep supporting. Even if not me, Blue Gula Billen, Hospitalers, International Aid Group, Forever Ukraine, the organizations that have stuck it out and learned from mistakes and got better and better. But if you can come on Sunday, that'd be great. And Masa's coming too.